you hear me all? Can you hear me okay? Yeah? All right. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call this meeting to order at 5:33. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I hope you had a good break. Hope it was very productive. I'm now going to turn it off to Veda for our roll call.
Okay, so I'm going to start with roll call, and if you could just say present when your name is called, that would be great. And please excuse me if I mispronounce your name. Avery and Bonner, Winston-Salem Prep. Shawnee's Butler, Mount Tabor.
Here.
Cooper Chambers, West Forsyth.
Here.
Daryl Sherry, Parkland High School.
Here.
Madison Davis, Atkins High School. Christopher Gallardo, Early College.
Here.
Leslie Gilliam, Walkertown. Michaela Griffin, North Forsyth. Isabella Guerrero Felice.
Here.
Emma Guerrero Felice, Middle College.
Here.
Reginald Hartsfeld, Ronald Reagan High School.
Here.
Logan Johnson, Kennedy High School.
Here.
Zoe and Jordan, Parkland High School. Wenda McLaurin, North Carolina Leadership Academy. Athena Perez, Early College. Jada Taylor, Early College.
Present.
Johnny Webster, North Forsyth High School. Kennedy Wicker, East Forsyth.
Here.
Abby Wildman, Mount Tabor.
Here.
Andrew Wyatt, East Forsyth High School. That completes roll call.
Okay, thank you. Now moving on to the approval of minutes. I noticed I don't think the minutes were shared.
Sorry, I was on mute.
No.
So as you recall, we only did one thing was that December? It's been so long since we've met. We really only did one thing at the December meeting, and that was the questions and the discussion regarding the mayor's youth violence summit. So there are no minutes from the December meeting, because that took up the entire time.
Okay, so we can just move on.
Hmm?
All right, so moving on to
Sorry, excuse me. I would like to clarify. I'm here, Athena Perez. My
Yes,
phone,
marked
yeah,
in.
my mic wasn't working. I'm sorry.
all right. I'd like to move on to the first item of general business, which is the Youth Violent Crime Survey. So I think we're just going to discuss the results of that and like any thoughts, concerns. What did you guys think of it? Anybody want to share their thoughts?
While you all are gathering your thoughts on that, let me just add in that, and it is down on the agenda, so we will, I want to make sure it's under staff reminders and upcoming events. There will be a meeting on February 7th at 9 a.m. at the Benton Convention Center, where they will be reporting out the results from our meeting, along with other meetings with young people, with the youth in the city that they have had. We were in contact with the mayor's office about possibly facilitating some more of those discussions. That's not totally out the door yet, out the window yet. There could be more discussions. So just because this is a kind of a report out meeting doesn't necessarily mean that this project is over. So there could be the opportunity for us to facilitate ongoing discussions, just FYI. And they have requested that our chair be present for that. I would like for the rest, any other students that can come are available to come, but they have requested that the chair, the Youth Advisory Council, be in attendance. And Jada, you and I will talk about that a little later. Okay. So yes, if anybody else had any thoughts they wanted to share about that, or not, that's fine. But this is not necessarily something we had to vote on, or that not necessarily as business, but it was just a discussion. Seeing none.
No? All right, I'm moving on. Next is the NLC recap. So for those who don't know, we went to, like, four of us went to Utah in November, and I'd like to hear from the people who went about your experiences. I can go first. Yeah, so I'll go first. Um, I'd say it was pretty educational. A really cool thing. We had this specific workshop where it was like an imaginary like teen. It was like this teen space thing that was really cool, and I got to be able to speak up about Winston-Salem because we have most of you probably already know the art park downtown. It's like where they have like the big red pipes. And I got to talk a little bit about that and bring it to my group, and they loved it. So now Winston-Salem was kind of like really cool to them. So I thought that was pretty fun. Um, Anybody else want to talk about their experiences?
Something I remember about when we went was we had a workshop. It was about like building cities and like how much it would cost. And I feel like that's something we don't really talk about. And I feel like it really helped the younger generation understand like how much it takes to build a city, how much it takes to even keep a city going after it's built. So I think that was pretty cool for us to get that knowledge.
I really enjoyed going as a YEF rep. It was really cool to like plan out the workshops and meet a lot of new people, and I think it was a lot of fun for us.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was very collaborative. Um, we met a lot of people from different states, and it was just a great teamwork and just getting to know new people.
All right.
Look, now that y'all have gotten out to like the work part of it, is anybody going to talk about the tourists craziness, foolishness that y'all made me stop on the side of the road for? No.
Yeah, something cool we really got to see was the high school from High School Musical, which we stopped upon at a random time. We didn't even know we were going there. So that was pretty fun to see where that movie took place.
But that was pretty cool too.
Yes, it was very nostalgic. Sure.
All right, I'm done.
All right, all right. Next, moving on to our YAC logo.
Uh, Yes, so this is something that we have kind of been working on for a couple years now. We started on it last YAC year, and just through a lot, everything going on, we just never got around to really taking a stab at it. So this is what I did this year. I asked our marketing department to come up with a few ideas to get us started. Um, because I said before, and I continue to say that I can't order new items until we get this situated, right? And so we have swag every year, but I can't get swag until we get this ironed out. So we can go with any of these, or if you have some ideas on um how to do something a little different with them, I'm going to share my screen. But what I want you to do is there are 4 different logos. I'm gonna give you a minute to look over them, and then you can put in the chat the ones you like, or we can talk about it, or whatever you like. So I am getting ready to start sharing my screen. Can everybody see that? Okay. So again, these are starting points. They can be starting points, or we can go with these. It's your preference. But I did think, and I've had several conversations with some of you and some of our staff members, that the logo we had before, although it was youth centered, I still think compared to some of the other youth councils that we interact with, it seemed a little too youth centered. I'm gonna say that. So let me know what you think. So here, this is number 1. And this is 2. And this is 3. I kind of like that one. I like that one a lot. But this is really not about me. And 4. So we will. What do you think? Anybody? Anybody?
I like the 4th one because of all the bright colors.
Okay.
I think it's between like the first and the third one.
I agree with the third one. I like that one.
Yeah, I also agree
agree
with the
the third
third.
one.
I
Okay.
also really like the third one.
I like
So I
the
have a
third one.
question. So is there anything, and this may be a conversation offline, do y'all like them as is, or do you think they should be modified in any way? Or and Kennedy, to your point, we can do colors, we can do any of these in several colors.
Oh, okay. Then yes, I like it.
So I don't want you to think that, you know what I mean, any of the other ones, just because it's presented like this doesn't necessarily mean
Oh, okay.
that
I
we
just
have
like
to go
color.
with
I
that.
like bright colors, and I
I
know
like
that not
I
a
like
lot of
colors
people.
too.
Oh, okay.
I like colors too. So this is what I want you to do. I feel like I heard most people say 3, but still put your thoughts in the chat, so I just kind of have a record of it, and then we can go from there to see if Bradley has any other ideas, or you guys have any other ideas. But we need to move forward with this because we've been working on this for a little while. Okay. So I'll scroll through one more time. There we go.
Miss Erica, I was just gonna say I like the third one, but I thought that maybe like in the Y of the YAC that maybe they could try to fit like the Winston-Salem like cityscape silhouette in that little section, maybe something like that.
Somehow incorporate the skyline.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I have written down that feedback. Anybody else? All right.
Okay, so now we can move on to the podcast taping. Mrs. Simon, you have.
Let's see, is Bob on here? We got 2 pages of people. He is not. So I'm gonna try my best to give a update as thorough as he would do it. A lot of you guys know Bob Robert Thompson. He was not there for the holiday parade, but normally he is. Tall gentleman. They are working with marketing. Oh, I don't want to put unless Mr. Bell can speak to this as well. But marketing has a podcast called First and Main. And it's called First and Main because City Hall sits on First and Main. And so right now what they are doing is kind of speaking to a lot of the departments and the programming that these departments have. And one of the things that we have talked about is featuring YAC on the podcast. It is a visual podcast. So it's not just, sitting at a microphone. It is visual. And so we will let you know when that's going to be taped. But I just want to put it on your radar because what we'll probably do is have some questions, most likely that they would want you guys to answer. All 15 of you can't be on it, unfortunately. But if you're interested, let me know. But what we will try to do is make sure all of you are represented with your answers. So it'll be like a questionnaire of sorts, and then we'll try to make sure we incorporate those answers into the podcast. Okay? Sounds good? So as soon as we had to, there was a date scheduled, but something happened. It was a lot going on, and we just had to push that date back. So as soon, most likely, it will be a day of our meeting date, and we will do it maybe like an hour before the meeting. So you would come to City Hall, to our marketing department, and we will do it right before our YAC meeting. So you won't have to take another day out of, because I know you guys are super, super busy. So I do believe that sounds about right for all of that. So as soon as we get that set up, we will let you know. Okay. Awesome sauce.
All right. So now we'll move into new business, starting with our annual project discussion. I do have a question about that. Is the annual project gonna be the SYC Spring Convention, or are we gonna do something else with it?
That is totally up to you guys. I do recommend though that since we are hosting again, that if we do something, it's not major.
Okay. So let's say we did do something small. Does anybody have any ideas on what that would be? Or if you want to do something else with it?
And what we can do during spring convention, we might be able to schedule a time where you all go volunteer somewhere, maybe something like that.
Anybody have any thoughts on that?
I was gonna actually email Miss Erica about a volunteering thing. Like I was thinking about maybe we could do like maybe obviously it'll be in the spring, so it'll be a little bit warmer. Maybe we could do a trash pickup day. We just go to like a park and pick up trash or something. Like I don't know when Earth Day is. I think that might be in April, but something like that.
I like that idea. Anybody else have any? Speak now. We're good? Okay. We'll move on to the SYC Spring Convention. It is scheduled for April 17th through 19th, and we will be hosting. I know, Miss Erica, did you say you had some themes in mind?
Yeah, I was trying to do some. Last year was Level Up, which I think was pretty fun. And I was trying to think of something else totally. I'll tell y'all really funny. I don't use Chat GTP a whole lot. Did I say that right? Chat GPT. I use it sometimes, but I was having a brain freeze. So I decided to go ask Chat GPT, give me the most popular top 10 themes for a youth conference. And do you know what the top theme was? Of course you don't. Level up. And I was like, thank you, Chat GPT. I've already done that already. So this is what I've been thinking. I don't think we have to do something that is ridiculously involved. The two things I came up with are like a spring carnival kind of thing, like the fair, but springtime, spring carnival games, popcorn, cotton candy, that kind of thing. And then today it hit me that maybe we can do a theme around game shows. I don't know what game shows you guys watch. Y'all watch? I mean, I grew up with Family Feud and what's the whammy? No Whammy and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I know Squid Games was a big thing. I don't know if we can do I don't know if everybody's still watching Squid Games or if we can even do a conference around Squid Games or something like that. But I just don't think it has to be as involved as I thought it needed to be, because it's our spring convention. We don't really have to convince conferences to come. Kind of like what's the one we just went to? Well, not just, but Mini Grant. People are going to come. It's the end of the year. That's when we give out awards. Well, that's when State Youth Council gives out awards. So we don't really have to put out a thing to really, really entice people to come. They're going to come. So those are the two that I came up with. Anybody have any ideas or how we can expound on that? Either one of those, your thoughts, something go in this totally different direction?
I think the Squid Game one is like a really fun idea to do.
Okay, we really have to flesh that out, because I'll be honest, I've never seen Squid Games. Didn't it come on Netflix or something? I don't have Netflix. So I've never seen it. So we would just really have to, I guess I would have to look at it and figure out how we can adapt it to that conference. Anyone else?
I think the Family Feud one don't sound too bad, 'cause I think everybody doesn't watch Family Feud, so that won't be as hard to,
Okay. Any other thoughts?
I like the fair idea.
Okay. So this is what I'll do. I will do kind of a mock-up schedule for each, kind of what each one would look like, and we'll send it to you, and then you guys can vote on it and decide. How about that? Okay. So the conference will be at Salem Lake the entire weekend. Everything will be at Salem Lake Marina. So we'll have to keep that in mind when we are scheduling things. As you remember last year, I think Saturday during the day, we kind of did we did the Lego, the team building kind of thing. So maybe the team building thing would be the community service that Saturday morning. And then we would have dinner relatively early because people would have to go back to their hotels and change. Have a dinner and war ceremony relatively early, and then have something to that theme that night, some kind of party, some kind of something like that. Okay. All right. So I will get that out to you guys. And I'm not going to say, well, what's today? Tuesday? I'll get that out to you within 7 days, 7 business days. And then we can go from there. Okay.
I think the idea of the Olympics was also just brought up in the chat.
Oh, thank you.
I like that idea as well.
Right, because that is well, we're not hosting. Winter Olympics are happening right now. I did think about that. I actually thought about World Cup too, or like the SYC Cup, because everybody's getting in the World Cup fever. If you like soccer, so
Yes,
that
I like that idea. Yeah, I like that one. We can play soccer and like all types of sports.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And we don't have to do like sports that are like actual sports. Like we could do like a potato sack race, or like that when we like have to hold someone's legs and they run on their hands, like that type of thing too.
I'm hearing you. I am hearing you. How are we on time? Okay, good deal. Okay. Y'all got some work to do then. Well, I have some work to do. All right. Anything else? Speak now, Fred. Roll your piece.
All right. So I'm going to move on to the winter newsletter articles. It is time that we publish our newsletters. We do that every spring and winter, I think. So if you would like to write a short article, please let Ms. Simon know as soon as possible. Articles will be due February 6th, and the articles will be the NLC in Utah, the mini grant conference, or the parade. So any of the people who attended those events will be able to do an article. Just make sure to let Ms. Erica know as soon as possible. With that being said, we'll go on to staff reminders and upcoming events. Our next meeting will be February 24th, 2026. So make sure to put that on y'all's calendars. That one should be in person, since it probably won't be snowing by then.
Hope not.
Ms. Erica already briefed you on the youth crime event stuff on February 7th. The team building conference, the SYC team building conference, will be held on February 27th through March 1st, and it will be hosted by Raleigh and Fuquay Arena. So if you're interested in attending, you should have responded to Ms. Simon's email that she sent yesterday. I don't know, can they still?
If you're interested. And will anybody like that has gone on a team building trip like to talk about what that is? Anybody?
It's literally exactly what it sounds like. Like you just meet with other youth advisory councils, like wherever we're going, and they literally just do team building exercises. Like we when we were in Salisbury, we did the one where you have to, like, there's one who's blind, deaf, and mute. We had to like decorate a cake. Like it's literally just like getting to know other people from different youth councils and interacting with them in order to build up your teamwork skills.
Great explanation. Thank you, Shanice. Anyone else?
Yeah, so I'm always excited to attend these ones because it's like a big opportunity to connect with people that live in your state. So it's like you can automatically relate to what's going on. And I just think it's a great opportunity for you to connect with other people, young people, and stay in touch for future opportunities.
Yes, there will be a limited amount that we can take again this year. I don't know what that number is just yet, but please let me know if you would like to go. It is again February 20th through the 22nd, and it's right down the road in Raleigh, and Fuquay Arena are hosting it. They're co-hosting. So I think most of the activities will be in Raleigh, but we will be staying at the hotel in Fuquay Arena. This is no cost to you. We cover registration and lodging. So if you have any interest in going and are available, again, please email me or respond to the email that I sent.
Okay. That's all. We're going to move on to the final thing, which is the NLC Congressional Cities Conference that will take place in Washington, D.C. from March 14th through the 16th. Miss Simon, do you have any extra details about that so far?
Not yet. I mean, I do have them, but again, a great opportunity to meet students from across the country. We go to 2 National League of Cities conferences every year. Thanks to the City Council who has placed that in the budget to send you guys. So every year, every fall, we go to the City Summit, which is in a different city every year. And then in the springtime, we go to Washington, D.C. for the Congressional Cities Conference. Again, the NLC trips are generally limited to students who have been involved for more than 1 year. However, sometimes we are able to work some things out. So again, if you are interested in going, most likely we will be gone from Saturday until Tuesday, which is the 14th through the 17th, I do believe. So I did not put that in the email, but if you are interested in attending, you can respond to that email as well.
All right. If that is all, I would like to well, first, does anybody have any final announcements or questions?
Yes,
No?
we have. I'm sorry. We do have a little time. So if you have some general questions about anything, not necessarily what's on the agenda, but other youth advisory council questions or anything that we talked about on the agenda, you can take the time to ask those questions now. Or if it's something that somebody said that you had a question about, this is a good time to do it because we do have a little bit of time left. Y'all a quiet bunch tonight. Is it because y'all didn't have to go to school today? Is that what it is? Okay. Okie dokie.
All right. If not, may I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I, Veda Senka, make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I have a second.
I, Christopher Gallardo, second that.
All right. Thank you for your time. This meeting is adjourned at 6:07.
Y'all have, Jada, if you could stay on for a minute. Y'all have a great evening. Stay warm. Stay safe this week. Be careful. I went outside today and almost didn't make it back to my front door in one piece. So if you're outside, please be safe. Please, 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 please be safe. Okay?
Bye, guys.
All right. Y'all have a good one. So Jada, I just wanted to go back to the Youth Violence Summit